driver's log day 3. We're at the emissions testing today. We had to get up at, I don't know, what time was it this morning? Alright, so I had to get up at 4 a.m. to get a number for emissions testing. We've tried the last couple of days and they have a amount that they can do, and like it's 25 for diesel and 25 for gasoline. Now, in order to get your LTO requirements, one of the requirements that you need is an emissions test. So without an emissions test, you can't re-register your vehicle. And we have already sold the car. Just the gentleman that we sold the car to is waiting for the, wants the car to be registered, obviously. Wouldn't you want your car to be registered?
Mm-hmm. How often do you have your car re-registered in Australia?
Once a year.
You do it once a year?
Once a year.
Okay.
It's a much easier process than this.
I love my country.
Yeah, it's not all bad. It's all not all bad. So I'm going to get out and go for a little walk and show you how the emission testings work here. And after we do this, we need to then go to LTO, and I don't know if I can film that. I mean, I'll try, but it's a government office, so I can't film inside the LTO, but I can show you the requirements that you need to get this done. It's such a pain in the bum. But basically, for these, you need your OR and CO. You need a photocopy here.
And coffee. You need coffee.
Oh yeah. The doc has been. She has been a ray.
I am not really the best person in the morning.
She has been a ray of sunshine this morning.
Has anyone? You should know this, man. I've been dating for a while. You should know I'm not a morning person.
Yeah. But as I was saying, so to get your emissions tested, what you need is a copy of your original receipt and your current receipt. You just need a photocopy of that, so that that's like the first requirement is for the emissions testing is a photocopy of that. Have that ready to go, and at this point in time, I guess in this country, there's movement at the station. There's movement at the station, so I gotta go see if I can get this number. So we're gonna get a schedule. And in all honesty, we're going to have to come back in a day or 2 days or a week or next month or next year.
Or never.
At some point in time. And got to get my mask on. Got to get my mask on so no one can hear me. And go out there and social distance and stand in the line at the same time with a whole bunch of dudes and chicks and lads and stuff. Alright, I will be... you won't see me on the camera for a sec because I'll do it on the forward version of it all. And the doc here is super impressed that I made her come. And the reason I made Doc come is because she speaks a Hiligaynon. And you know what she's done so far?
None of those things.
Sat in the car and whinged and bitched. This car has been recently painted. Got new tyres on it, which is always good. So let's go down and see what's happening on the emissions test front. Now, all these cars are being here since we've been here for about half an hour this morning, so all these cars are waiting as we are. All these tricycles are waiting. Some smart person has put a little tent up there for coffee. As you can see, everyone's got coffee. So now we just wait for a schedule. And the worst thing about waiting for a schedule is it's 5:30 in the morning at the moment, and these don't even open till 9. So welcome to the Philippines. Why not sit down for 2.5 hours and wait? But Yeah. This car has done me well for a while, and I am about to get run over. Whoa! Now this emissions test is Auto Verde. It is actually found on the Talisay Highway? Is this a Talisay Highway?
Yes.
Alright. We'll go and have a little bit of...
Oh, this is still the boundary of Bacolod, actually.
Okay, this is still the boundary of Bacolod. I'll just walk out. Since we have absolutely nothing to do for now,
Where are you going?
I'm just going to walk out and show where it is. She actually... Oh, you see, now that look, see that look at the end? That's what I've been dealing with for the last hour and a bit. So let's have a bit of a squeeze. As you can tell, it's a paved road right here. Not at all, but okay, so that way there is Bacolod. There's the Honda is here, and then this way here is towards Talisay. Now they still got the checkpoint up there. It looks like from when the zombie apocalypse was in full swing. So that's Auto Verde emissions. So there we go. That's a better one. That's where we are this morning, getting this shit done. There's a few cars at the back also, some goats, which is awesome. You can tell some of these people have been waiting for a while. And see over there in that little green drum, that's where we've got all our ORC hours to get a schedule. So we'll just sit around here and wait until 9 o'clock this morning. As you can see, it's 5:45. Oh, fun in the sun. Oh, look at those clouds. It's not going to rain at all. Fun. Tell you what, it's a good looking car though. I'm sorry to see it go, but it's got to be done. Alright, had to go sit in the car. Mosquitoes are killer. There. You would think with that many people there they would be feeding off everyone, but no, apparently they're just feeding off me. They seem to like me. Hi. Hi. So this doesn't open until 9 AM. It's 6.
Oh my god, we have 3 fucking hours.
So
you're gonna die.
it's just a couple of hours of waiting for a schedule, and then once you get the schedule you can come back.
We're going to die.
Now this schedule, if you look at how many people, there's supposed to be 25 gasoline and 25 diesel per day, and I counted around about, shit, how many did I count?
I think we're going to die.
Oh, there's probably about 40 people here waiting already, 40 different vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
So out of them, I wonder how many are gasoline and how many are petrol. Right now, there's no use sitting down over there because we have aircon in the car, so we might as well waste it. Sorry, Greta, but my comfort is much more important than the earth at the moment. And plus, if I get dengue, that's just going to cause more issues.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I do need a coffee though. We will be here for another hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I'm opening the door for the dog. There we go. Oh, sorry.
Hold my coffee.
I'll hold you.
Because there's a car.
I'm holding things. I've got 2 hands. That wasn't that big of a deal.
Because there was a car incoming.
Yeah, but it's big.
No, I need, 24
24?
pesos.
If they don't have change?
No.
Chunky that doesn't have change. Hang on. I'll see if
Because
people-
it's a poor man's chunky.
all chunkies. Oh, that's so sweet. I don't know if that's coffee or sugar at this stage.
It's original Nescafe.
Oh,
It's the coffee I chose, and I think has the least amount of sugar in it. I think my wallet's here.
hang on. There's 4 pesos. I got 20. I got 20. So that's 12 pesos each, right? Well, there's 29 pesos there or something.
24 lang.
24 long. There we go. So there we go. 12 pesos. That's actually quite good. That's better than your Starbucks. And yeah,
And you just whinged.
well, because I don't actually like Starbucks, but I do like other. I don't mind Bo's coffee. It's a nice strong coffee, but for 12 pesos, I'm okay with that for 12 pesos. That is 12 pesos worth of pure sugar, and I think it's just a little bit of coffee flavour. But everyone seems to like this here. I don't know if you can see this, but it's starting to rain, and all the people that are outside are scattering inside. Like,
Scrambling.
I can't take the. Hang on, there we go. There we go. For a sec.
Look at that. Our wipers work.
Yeah, that's an exciting part. So on top of mosquitoes and nothing to do for the next 3 hours, it's now raining. It's going to get heavier.
You reckon we have enough gas for like the next 3 hours of aircon use?
Oh no, we're only going to do it for a little while longer.
Much later.
Alright, so it is 8:33 in the morning, and apparently there is a huge backlog, and it is June the 10th. Alright, and we cannot get emissions test done until August 4th. So there is a 60-day grace period on LTO at the moment, and August 4th being 2 months from now, got to come back in 2 months to get my emissions test for the requirement to extend my registration. Hey, there's no frustration in my voice.